Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Fernand Goddys and welcome back to another video game review. Today I will be reviewing WWE 2K14, which is a wrestling game released in 2013 for the Xbox 360 and for the PlayStation 3. Yep, that is it. So yeah, the game has a gimmick based off WrestleMania because WrestleMania 30 was coming up. So the game has, as I said, a WrestleMania theme. The showcase in here is 30 years of WrestleMania. And honestly, I think it's way better executed than WWE 2K24, which honestly, that showcase was an atrocity. Unfortunately. So yeah. One thing I do like about this showcase is that it includes some of the most iconic matches in WWE history and WrestleMania history, but at the same time they kind of don't for various reasons. Like what are some of the most important matches? The TLC matches, because like seriously, like 2/3 of those matches, like the what's it called? The WrestleMania 2000 ladder match, and then WrestleMania 17 TLC matches. Neither of those were included. And as I said, I know why. It's because the Dudley Boys and the Hardy Boys were not in WWE, but Edge and Christian were. But you can't really just include one team in there. They also don't have some other interesting matches, like Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar for WrestleMania 19, because Kurt Angle wasn't in the WWE. Then for WrestleMania 20, you have the match between Chris Benoit, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels, which, I mean, obviously Chris Benoit murdered his family and committed suicide, so the WWE wants nothing to do with that, which, would extend out to video games. So yeah, and honestly, Chris Benoit has like some moments where he could have been in the WWE games, but they obviously have to remove him. Another one is WWE 2K15, which he would have fit greatly into that game. Maybe 24. Yeah, he would fit in 24, I think. So yeah, and probably 2K19 if they were to put a dream match between him and Daniel Bryan. But this is not talking about Chris Benoit. This is about this game in general. One thing I appreciate about this game that 24 does not do is that it includes a special mode in 30 Years of WrestleMania called the Streak. You have two options to pick from. You have defeat the streak or defend the streak. This is based off of the Undertaker's WrestleMania streak. And if you choose to defeat the streak, you have to pick any superstar that isn't the Undertaker to fight the Undertaker at WrestleMania at legend difficulty. And he has some tweaks to him, like he'll randomly put you in, some of his finishing moves. He will teleport behind you. It's completely unfair, but it's meant to be like that, to like really sell the idea of Undertaker being unbeatable. But if you choose to defend the streak, then you play as the Undertaker, and you basically go on a slobber knocker match, which is like a gauntlet match that you have to do. And you basically just defeat as many superstars as you want. And if you get to, I think, 21, that's when you, I believe that's when you unlock the slobber knocker match. So yeah, there's actually a lot of really good unlockables, a lot of great matches in here. I don't think there's any new match types outside of the slobber knocker returning since like SmackDown versus Raw or SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, I think. So yeah, great game, pretty solid creation suite. I mean, it's pretty much the same as it's been for the last couple of years, as well as the showcase. As I said, the showcase is great. Missing some matches, but I understand why, but that's still gonna deduct it from being the perfect game. The game plays pretty much the exact same as WWE 13 and WWE 12 and the 360 of 2K15, 16, and 17. So obviously the gameplay is familiar, it's smooth, and nothing particularly offensive about it. If there is anything I can really name bad about this game, it's probably the roster. And the thing is, the roster is really good. I just wish it was slightly bigger. Like the DLC roster, oh my. I wish there was like a disc so you can have the DLC roster. And even then, the DLC roster is kind of forgettable, maybe a little weak. I think the most memorable part of the DLC is having Biker Undertaker be exclusive to the Phenom edition of this game, which comes in like this casket case, like this black casket case, and has a signature from the Undertaker himself. And then there's also the NWO DLC, which includes like a bajillion members of the NWO. So, obviously. But then you also have like different superstars, like Legend, like different superstars like Biggie. I think Fandango is in this game as well as Summer Rae, and I don't even remember who else. But then you also have some legends like Bruno Sammartino and Jake Roberts, and I don't even know who else. But overall, the game isn't too difficult. The game isn't too easy though either. It's not anything bad. It's great. I love it. It's probably the best WWE game that I've played. It's not my favorite. In fact, it's my second favorite, right behind WWE 13. But I'll get onto that some other day because I will be reviewing the WWE 2K series for the next little while. Now, granted, it's not me like going back to back, or anything like that. But just knowing that the next game that I do review will be WWE 2K15, which I actually have like on right now, as you can see. So yeah, this is 2K15. So yeah, overall I do remember playing this game back in the day. So yeah, I do remember playing this game back in the day. Loved it then, love it now, but granted it's not as replayable to me now just because I'm older. There's newer WWE games that's play smoother and all that good stuff. But overall, this game is very, very well rounded. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give this a 9 out of 10. A 9 out of 10. In fact, 9.5 for nostalgia. So yeah, the next game I review will be WWE 2K15. Well, not the next game, but one of the next games that I review will be WWE 2K15. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Have a blessed day. Jesus loves you, and I'm out.